Shalom, this is Yehudit Goldfarb, normally from Spot. I'm in California in the Sierra foothills, and before I go back to the Bay Area, I wanted to do a video in the Sierras of the beginning of the new count of 40 days. I call it 40 days of challenge and centering. The beginning part of these 40 days are the 3 weeks of, usually considered 3 weeks of mourning between 17th of Tammuz and the 9th of Av, and then it changes to a different energy the second half. So I see this as a time of learning to be flexible and learning to keep you grounding and centering in all the different sefirot as we pass through this time in the height of summer, and usually the height of the heat of summer. So what I've chosen to do is the 4 letters of the name of God, Adonai, which is used for Malchut, which is used as the entranceway on the spiritual path. And I'm doing it backwards, starting with the Yud, moving to the Nun, then the Dalet, and then the Aleph, and learning as we go together on this journey. I've been doing it this way for many, many years, but I have never tried to verbalize it, so this is a whole new area for me. The count started the 19th of Tammuz, which was yesterday, which was Shabbat, so I didn't video yesterday. And so I want to do that one. I'm wearing colors that remind me somewhat of where I'm starting. I'm going to start at Malchut of the Yud, and I'm going to go up the ladder each day, going from Malchut up to Ketcher with the Yud. Then I'm going to come down from Ketcher down to Malchut with the Nun, and that ends on Tisha B'Av. That ends on the 9th of Av. That's 20 days. And then the 10th of Av, which is sometimes when you commemorate the 9th of Av, is also on the bottom at Malchut, but it's the beginning of climbing up again, and climbing up with the Dalet, with the doorway of Adonai. And so you climb up to Ketcher again, and then next time you come down, you end up coming down all through the Aleph, and then you're ready to begin on just before Rosh Hodesh Elul. It ends on the 29th of Elul, and the 30th of Elul is Rosh Hodesh Elul, and begins the 40-day count of Tshuva. So that's the path we're taking for the next 40 days. And what I'm going to do for this is similar to what I did for Bracha. I'm going to take the Yud, the letter that I'm working with, and I'm going to take it through the 10 sefirot, except with the combination of a vowel, or for Malchut, the breath. And at each level, as I go up, the first time I'm going to, as in the direction I'm going on my whole count, is the direction I'm going to use for my meditation within my body. So this whole first part with all the Yuds, I'm going up the ladder, so the meditation will be the rising up of the energy from the earth upward, and the mapping of the spiritual path. So the Yud, if you do it from the side, we're going to do a centered Yud, which is back to back, up, hands come together, and you point, that's your head dip. That's your Yud. Then you open and bring it into yourself. This is a centered Yud. Up, open, and bring it into yourself. Dipping as you go, never straighten your legs, and coming down. And for Malchut, and then, it will be just doing the Yud and then stepping to the side and waiting for HaShem to breathe me. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with the sense of Malchut. So I'm going to do a Yud at the level of Malchut. I'm going to move to the side and let HaShem breathe me, and bring my foot back. Then I'm going to move mentally, internally with Yesod. So I'm going to step to the right for Yesod. After I do Yud, and stepping to the right. And being breathed. And close. That's Yesod. Then I'm going to go to Hod. So I'm going to do the Yud. Step to the left and be breathed. And I'm going to focus on Netzach. So it's Yud and to the right. Then to Ferret. I'm going to keep going back and forth. Go to the left. And Gevurah. I'm going to actually stay left to do the natural direction for Gevurah. And do the right for Hesed. Again to the left. Oh, come on. To the right. And Keter is centered, but I'm going to do it to the left. And then close and just let myself breathe and feel the energy coming up through my feet from the earth all the way to the crown of my head. Okay. So I'm thinking also of this moving up through the worlds, moving up through the worlds instead of down. So we're starting at Yud and the level of Malchut, and in terms of Yud as the fourth letter of Adonai, that we're also doing the whole channeling at the level of Malchut, of this physical world. And Malchut also, be aware, is divided between physical manifestation on a kind of survival level, and also there's a spiritual level to Malchut as well. So my thought now, and I may change, is to focus on the physical aspect of the physical world for this part of Malchut, and as I move up to the Nun, staying with the world of Asiya. This is the world of Asiya at Malchut. Staying with the world of Asiya at the spiritual level. So this is the physical world of Asiya, and then there's a spiritual level of Asiya. And then moving with the Dalet to Yetzirah, world of Yetzirah, and the Ruach level of soul. With the Aleph in the last 10 days to move to the Neshama and to the world of Bria. So, and then we'll hold that world of Asiya till we get to the end of the cycle with the 40 days of Shuvah. This is what my current thinking is. It's an experiment to focus, to put this within the context of the worlds. And I just mentioned in terms of colors, I'm still like indeterminate whether I'm going to use both the Zohar system and the system of the rainbow. So I'm for the one on Malchut, I have blue and I have red and black for the skirt. So many blessings in this time of challenge and centering these 40 days. Okay. Trying to close this off. So, blessings from the Sierras in California, and may we help each other keep our center in these times of challenge and meet our challenge with a place of wholeness, groundedness. And the Yud is like the inspiration, the point at which the infinite comes into the finite. It's the beginning of every Hebrew letter. So this is a new beginning of making this a beautiful time, even though it's challenging.